Please tell me your name.
So my name is Shaheen Naz.
And your roll number for this exam?
316361.
Okay. Please tell me something about yourself.
Sir, my name is Shaheen Naz. I have graduated in BSc Physics Honours from Swami Vivekananda Memorial College, Jagatsinghpur in 2018, and currently I am preparing for civil service examination, and my hobbies are dancing and playing badminton, and my achievements include blood donation during graduation years, and I was selected for Inspire internship program after my 10th sponsored by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India.
Okay, fine. So in today's interview we will focus on some current affairs.
Yes.
Okay. And leadership skills.
Yes, sir.
And situational questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us start with current affairs. So tell me something about the recent problem which we had in Chandipur.
Chandipur. Sorry, sir, I did not know the issue. Chandipur.
Okay. So do you know that one Odia badminton player has won gold in Paralympics?
Yes, sir.
What is his name?
Sir, his name is Pramod Bhagat.
Okay. And which district he belongs to?
Sir, he belongs to Bargarh district.
Okay. What award government has given him?
Sir, government has given him 6 crore rupees along with a government job.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So you have heard about the Kaliya scheme, Kaliya Yojana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you tell me something about the recent NSSO report and what does it say about Odisha's poverty?
Sir, it says that Odisha is stricken with poverty, and 46% of its 46% of its population is they are ridden with poverty, and it has a considerable amount of debt trap also.
Debt trap.
Debt trap, yes.
So what are the solutions to this according to you?
Yes, sir. So first solution would be the policy changes, the implementation of the welfare schemes, the social schemes for the underprivileged, especially the poor sections of the society. Like we have to implement properly the schemes like like PDS, like and health scheme, and then Biju Pension Yojana. We have to properly implement them. And second point I would say, then removing the corruption part. There is lot of corruption at the ground level, so that the benefits could not reach up to the ground level, grassroots people. So we have to remove corruption. And third would be the development of science and technology. Like in agriculture, we could use drones so that the soil quality of the soil could be properly assessed, and the benefits could be given to the farmers directly, and the DBT transferred to the farmers.
Okay. What is the recent problem going on between India and US?
Yes, sir. Sir, US has said that it would impose equalization levy in India. Equalization levy means it said that India is imposing high tariffs to its products, so it would also retaliate it, and it would also impose the equalization levy on India on certain products. Like recently, the showrooms like Harley Davidson, it has shut down its showroom in India because of this tariff issue. It said their issues are India is imposing a lot of tariffs to it.
That's all. Something related to vaccines.
Vaccines, yes sir, yes sir. So it said that it would remove the travel ban to all the vaccinated persons coming from India to US. The problem, I don't know sir.
Are you sure?
So the problem I don't know sir.
Okay. They are not accepting.
Yes.
Okay. They are not accepting the fact that people vaccinated in India, fully vaccinated, who have taken 2 doses,
Yes,
okay, they are not accepting them as vaccinated. So they have to undergo a quarantine, mandatory quarantine period. Okay.
Yes,
Mandatory quarantine period.
Yes.
Right?
Yes sir.
Okay. So India has also said that in that case we are going to
Retaliate it, and we will also putting quarantine restrictions to their people instead.
Okay. Okay, fine. So what do you mean by leadership? If I tell you leadership,
Yes.
okay, what do you understand by it?
So if we want to achieve a goal or a target, then first thing would be we will make a group, formulate a group, and a leader is appointed, and he has the task to communicate each of the members of the group their particular targets and in what time they should achieve it. And the leader should he has to take care of their needs and their weakness and strengths, and then the target could be achieved in a proper time manner.
Okay. You know what is NDA?
Yes sir.
What is that?
Sir, National Defence Academy.
Okay, where it is located?
Sir, in Pune.
Do you know the exact location?
No sir.
That is Khadakwasta. What is Khadakwasta in Pune?
Khadakwasta.
Okay. Why it is in news now?
Yes sir.
Supreme Court has said something.
Yes sir.
What government has done for it?
Yes. So Supreme Court has allowed, it has told the government to induct women officers, to induct women in the NDA, and the government has also agreed on it. And recently UPSC has also started, it will start from the next year, the induction of women into the NDA.
Okay. So you like cricket?
No,
What are the sports you like?
sir, badminton and sir, indoor games like carom, ludo, etc.
Okay, fine. Tell me the importance of 18th November.
18th November.
Which great people were born on that day, etc. What important events happened in history?
Sir, Sir, Pakistan player Shaheen Afridi, maybe he born in that day, 18th November.
His birthday?
Yes, his birthday.
Okay.
And sir, I don't remember.
That is only thing, okay, that you know. When is your interview date?
Sir, 29th of
29th
September.
of September.
Yes, sir.
So 29th, why it is important?
Sir,
29th September.
yes, sir. Sir, World Heart Day is celebrated on 29th of September.
Mhm. Any famous personalities who were born on that day? That you
29th.
know?
Born on that day. Sorry, sir, I don't
No.
know, sir.
Okay, okay. Right. So I was talking about leadership with you.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what are the important, okay,
Yes.
traits or qualities that an administrative officer should have to be an effective leader.
Yes, sir.
Administrative leader in the context of administration.
Yes, sir. So the most important aspect is transparency and accountability, and then honesty, integrity, and he must be impartial towards everyone, and then non-partisanship, and then he should have the quality of quick decision making, and since he must be sincere in his approach, and then he should have good managerial skills also, and he should have some empathetic. He should be empathy towards others.
Okay. Recently, there is a news regarding Indian Air Force. Can you tell me what has happened?
So, Indian Air Force, sir, I know the Vice Chief, the Air Marshal is going to change.
Not change, he will retire. After his retirement,
A new one will be appointed.
who is he?
Sir, he is Chaudhary. Sir, he is Chaudhary. Sir, I don't know the full name. Vivek Chaudhary.
And he is from which, currently who is the chief?
Sir, B.S. Bhadoria.
Okay. And he is from, means the new chief will be from which squadron, do you know? What is his specialization?
No, sir.
No.
Don't know, sir.
Okay. Right. So, which is your home district?
Sir, Jagatsinghpur.
Jagatsinghpur.
Yes, sir.
How many ports are there in Jagatsinghpur?
So there is one major deep sea port, that is Paradip, and then
Minor ports?
minor ports are not there.
No minor ports.
No, sir.
This POSCO was interested to take a port there.
Yes, sir.
Which area? Which port? What was that called?
Sir, Kujang. In Kujang area, it will be interested to set up its factory. Kujang
And
area.
the port?
Port is
But anyway, that did not come through. Okay. Tell me something about 3T.
3T. So it stands for transparency.
No, that is 5T. I am talking in terms of the strategy for COVID. 3T.
Okay, sir. Sir, first one would be tracking, then testing, and then treatment.
First you will track or first you will test?
Sir, first we will test, then we will track the other persons using the first test results of the persons. Then we'll provide treatment to the community. In this way, we can reduce the impact of spread of the COVID-19.
Okay. So, what has been Odisha's performance?
So recently Bhubaneswar becomes the first city in country to achieve 100% vaccination of its people. And it has done really well, like making clusters of people, and then removing its contact with the other exposed area, like it has also done immense testing of its people free of cost in government hospitals. And then there is massive awareness program of incorporating social distancing, then hand sanitization. These awareness programs are also there in Odisha.
Okay. So, what do you mean by crisis management? What are the steps in effective crisis management which the leader should take into, or the administrator should take into consideration?
Yes, sir. So the crisis means a problem or any disaster, maybe natural or human induced. So sudden problems occurred in a definite area at a particular time, and it affects a lot of people there. It is called crisis. And to overcome this crisis, one has to be a very good leader. And first the strategy should be like evacuating the people in natural disaster time, then providing them relief, and then rehabilitation of the damaged infrastructure. And in human induced crisis, the leader should act in a very inclusive manner, like he should leave no one behind in the solution, in his solution approach. Like he has to make each and everything possible for the welfare of the people affected in the crisis. Good managerial skills should also be needed. Then he should lead a community-led approach. There should be when a community is affected, then the leader should choose one of them as the community leader, and talk to him of the community's crisis. Like, what is the real problem? What can we do with them? If there is language problem, then it will be solved also. Then subsequently we have to arrange the solutions to the crisis. Then crisis can be solved effectively.
Okay. So, crisis management strategies किछटा अछि. Okay. Ethics करी करे सेटा टिके खाली देखि देबो कि मु ग्रुप रे केबे देइ नो सेटा.
Yes.
Because they will ask situational questions related to crisis management.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so सेटा टिके देखि देला हमके सुविधा हो.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So the administrator has to be a good communicator.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what are the skills which are required for good communication?
Yes, sir. Sir, if he is posted in a region in which he don't know the language, sir, in training procedure, the languages they are be taught to the officer, like OTs. The administrator, he should have good learning approach, good learning, quick learning skill, and good adaptability to the new region, to new people, and he could connect to the people of the region, so that he can listen to their problem and solve it subsequently. And he should have tolerance towards all the sections of the society, like maybe different caste, persons of different caste, different language, different races of that region. He could have certain tolerance level also, good communication skills, then good learning skills also.
Okay. Basically, I was asking you about what are the skills which are needed for good communication, which the leader should have. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
No.
sir. Sir.
Okay, what are the qualities or characteristics of good communication? That you can tell me, good communication.
Sir, one should have good interpersonal skills, then listening skills also, then interpersonal communication. Then there should be no language barrier between the communicators. So that's all.
Okay. So now let us come to some situational based questions.
Yes, sir.
Suppose there's a huge, you can say religious place which has been built on government land.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it is a very old structure, 10-15 years. That time the government did not take any interest in that matter, that it was built on government land.
Yes, sir.
Now the government has changed, new government has come. That government is interested in getting that vacated. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So they have gone to the court. Lower court has given the order that that should be vacated, that land should be, or the illegal structure should be demolished.
Yes.
In the meantime, in this 10-15 years, lot of people have been associated with that religious place. Okay, and when they get the news, what they have done is they have surrounded the entire religious place. Okay, in two levels. The first circle, children and women are there. Okay, small children and women are there.
Yes, sir.
And in the next circle, the men are there. They are not allowing any person of the government to get inside there. Okay, you are asked to execute that court order. Court order is that you have to demolish the religious structure. Okay, but government at the same time also does not want any bloodshed. Okay, so with minimum damage or minimum casualty, how can you achieve the goal? That is to demolish the illegal religious structure.
Yes, sir. Sir, I will evaluate the options available with me. My course of action would be, first I will convince them to clear the site. Then if they don't listen to my queries, then I will try to get in touch with the leader of that community's leader, like who is the leader of that group. I will try to communicate with that person and tell the things that I have to do. Then even if they don't listen to my queries, then I would like to call the local police so that they can take some action, and that would be my last resort. Then I will listen. This much I'll do. Sir, I will try to reduce as much as violence. I will try to not do any violence to the women and the children.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So, another situational question.
Yes, sir.
When there is you have to choose between your family. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Choose between us. Suppose, let's say, your family requires you, at the same time your job or the society or the nation. Okay. So to be specific, your job requirement is there, or service requirement is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your service requires you at the same time. So what are you going to do in that case, and why? Both requirements are urgent, most urgent.
Most urgent.
Okay, so it's not that one is of more priority, one is of less priority. Both requirements or both the needs are highly urgent. In that case, what will you choose and why?
Sir, my first priority will be my job. Then I will equally look after my family as well. Like I will send my most trusted person, other members of my family, to look after my family's urgencies, and then I would like to strike a balance between both the situations as much as possible. First, I will try to evaluate how much damage is there in both the situation, and how can I be, if my presence is more important in that place, I will go to that place. And I will try to basically I will try to strike a balance between both the things. But I think I will give my priority to my job, and I will send my most trusted family member and other friend to look after my family urgencies.
Okay. Fine. Suppose government has given you a work of doing some social change. Okay, let's say for example, there is a tribal area, okay, in which they are following some of their customs which involves killing of animals also. Okay, so government wants to slowly finish that tradition, right? So they have sent you there.
Yes.
And they have asked you to take steps so that the people understand that killing of animals is not good, and they stop it. They have given you 1 year. They have also asked you to give a plan beforehand, okay, divided into 4 quarters, like 3 months plan. Okay, 4 3 months plan. Okay,
yes.
What you will do in the first quarter, what will do in the second quarter, in that way. So tell me, what are you going to do?
Sir, could you please repeat the last part of the question?
Means they have asked you to make a schedule or a plan for 1 year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, not a monthly plan, a quarterly plan.
3
So
months.
in the first 3 months, what will be your actions? In the next 3 months, what will be your actions? In the next 3 months, what will be your actions? And finally, the last quarter, what actions will you take? They have given you 1 year to resolve this thing. So what are the actions overall you will take in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter?
Yes. Sir, in first 3 months, I would like to approach the community in which the practice is going on. Like what they feel about that. Is it their livelihood or not? Then if it is concerned about their livelihood, then I will suggest some other means of livelihood to them, which is more productive and equally benefit to all members of the society and their community also. And in the next 3 months, I would like to engage the members of the community in some other work, like in Manrega job, and which benefited in formation of some assets to the society. And thirdly, in the last 3 months, I will just evaluate the situations and the events what are going on, and if each member of that community is satisfied with the decision or not. And finally, I would like to sir, I don't know this much thing.
Okay. Have you heard the name of the village of Kutia?
Yes, sir.
Why it is in news?
Sir, in village Kutia, some tribes are there called Khon tribe. Kutia Khon tribe. And they are in news because their customs, their traditions, they are going to be
I'm
shown.
talking about Kutia, the bordering village between Andhra Pradesh and
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I heard Kutia. Sir, there is some issue going on between Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. In the region Kotia, Andhra Pradesh has encroached upon the land, and they had started some work there. So Odisha government is, especially the Koraput administration, it is raising issues and concerns with that thing with the Andhra Pradesh government now.
What is the history of this? Can you tell me something, some historical background? It has not started overnight.
Yes, sir. Historical thing. Sir, I don't know, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Fine. So that will be the end of the interview. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Assessment is that most of it is correct, but in certain situation-based questions, you need to be a little bit elaborate.
Yes.
Like for example, what 4 3-month plans will you do?
Yes.
So first you have to you have to win their trust. So to win their trust, what are you going to do in the first 3 months? Like you have to solve some of the local problems or whatever. So they will start believing, okay, in you. Then you have to understand their culture, and through their culture you have to propagate through their culture that this killing of animals is bad or something. Like let's say in some of their scriptures it may be written that animals are very helpful, etc. whatever.
Yes.
So if you tell them through their culture, it is more acceptable.
Yes.
Rather than if you show them the law and show them that this is what the act says, and they'll not agree.
Yes.
Okay, your act, you keep it yourself, but if you show them through their culture,
Yes.
okay, that your God man or your God, or in your culture it is written that this is, then they'll accept.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then some other things, a lot of things can be done. Okay, understood.
Yes.
So you can just go through, you have gone through that case studies chapter of lexicon, all the case studies. On priority, do that. Okay.
Yes, sir. I will do.
So you may not get the exact question, but you will always get related questions which you can basically answer.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.